Louisiana beer reviews. We're doing SoGnar. SoGnar is so gnarly. And this is from Gnarly Barley Brewing of Louisiana. I was going to buy a single, but I couldn't get a single. They only had 4-packs, and I wasn't buying a 4-pack. But you got a single. Explore waves of deep, juicy flavor. Ready to gulp. It's showing all kind of like sea animals. And doing it our way in Hammond, Louisiana. This is from Hammond, Louisiana, which is not really close to the water. Well, it's close to Lake Pontchartrain. Well, that's kind of connected to the coast. Okay, never mind that. Not a bad date, not a great date.
What's the date? What's the date?
February 24th. So we're going on 4 months. But for
So?
double, it shouldn't be a problem. They use Strata,
What's the ABV?
Eldorado. For the hop, Strata and
What's the
Eldorado.
alcohol per volume?
8.5.
So it shouldn't matter.
Shouldn't matter much, no. And,
Is it a double dry hop? Is it? Is it dry hop?
You just pulled this out the cooler. I never did any research on this. I just see people talking
But
about.
you said you saw people talking about it the whole time.
I know, but I didn't read what they were saying. They were just like talking about how great it was. Now,
I get the pour it.
Okay.
Do your last. I know how this works out. There you go.
Well, looks like somebody got a haze craze.
There, it's the same. Because what does foam do? It turns into beer.
Great.
That's what you said?
It does.
You said that.
It's a very wheat, milky head. Now, I bet you. Oh, that is so crooked.
Wait. You said foam turns into beer.
That must be a. I bet y'all.
Check the beer reviews. Check the beer reviews. And you'll see these words come out of this man's mouth. That foam turns to beer.
I do agree with that. It's a creamy head, and I bet you they got wheat in this beer. Boy.
Does it say they have wheat in the beer?
Oh yeah, I think you're supposed to.
Does it say that?
No, and I think legally you have to say contains wheat.
Does it say that anywhere?
No, I couldn't see anything about wheat.
Oh well. It's got a fancy like neon green black label thing going on.
Yeah.
So.
It may not be a legal thing.
So yeah, to me this is looking like a lot of the base beers that they put out, which is that
Juicifer.
yeah, which is that hazy IPA that they put out.
I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I don't really care for Juicifer. Okay, other people run
We're
behind
not
it.
reviewing Juicifer. We're reviewing this beer.
Just telling you, people run behind it.
Get that out of your head and give it an honest score.
But I love their Corova Milk Porter and their Corova Milk Porter peanut butter. Yeah.
We're not doing porters. We're doing this beer. So.
I'm kind of aware of that since I'm holding it in my hand.
Smelling pineapple.
This is a hazy little number here. It is milky white gold. Smell like Fruity Pebbles and Now-and-Laters. No.
Thanks, Wayne.
But it does smell like something like coriander.
Yeah, it's got some different notes going on with it. You can slightly see through it, like Mississippi River water, before it's purified.
You mean you might see some light come through. You cannot see through this opaque thing. No, baby, no. What's an interesting aroma? And maybe it's banana. Maybe they're using a Belgian yeast that has
very, very remnants of pineapple and pineapple juice.
Oh wait, before you start pouring it,
You want this? Is that what you're reaching
No,
for?
I wanted to show people how they're
What?
different. Like,
What are you talking about?
Notice how yours is not as opaque as mine.
That's because you're the switch and pour guy.
Yeah, yours is clearer. Not
So-
clearer, but clearer.
This company is notorious for having stuff in the bottom of the cans, whatever it is.
I would call that meritorious, but
I'm gonna call it a byproduct of brewing.
smells like maybe they're using yeast that has banana-like qualities. Perhaps it's an interesting aroma. It's
Be like a
different.
Belgian.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but it's interesting.
It's interesting in the fact that I have never smelled a beer like this.
No, I have not either. Not exactly.
All right.
No.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go
Have you
taste.
had this before? Yes.
No, I have not. It's the first taste.
It's not bitter. IBUs must be low.
It's slightly bitter. It's kind of like all over the place, kind of bitter a little bit.
I'll bet you if I find the IBUs there are low, because that is the trend. You know that these days everybody wants to have high ABV, but low bitterness. Because what they're doing is they're taking pale ales and they're jacking up the ABV to 8.5 to 9, and they're calling them.
If you would stop talking for a minute, okay, and savor the flavor, you would get more bitterness off of this. So just
Oh, I'm savoring.
take a sip, and then let it sit for a minute, and then
It's not like you're
there's a creaminess going on with
like
it.
trying to talk me off the ledge. Trying to talk me down.
You are in your own world right now. It's just those new IPAs. It's missing something. I don't know how this can be considered to be a double IPA.
It's a double pale ale.
Yeah.
It's a double ale. It's pale,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, it's a pale
Hazy.
ale. It's definitely a pale ale. It's subdued.
You can't say it has pith because it doesn't even have bitterness. It just has sweetness and obvious, like, grain fluffiness.
Hold on a second. I think they did a really good job at doing one thing here, and that's making a pale ale. This is a pale ale.
Yeah, hazy.
It's
yeah.
a hazy pale ale.
Yeah,
with chumped up, jacked up alcohol in it.
I remember 6 years ago we went to this brewery in Rochester and they were making all these new style IPAs.
Mm-hmm.
And the brewer was like throwing a fit. He was telling us, I'm quitting. At the end of the month, I'm quitting. I'm getting out of here. Because it was June, so he would be quitting for the new fiscal year. I was like, you quitting? Yeah. He said, they make me brew these beers, but they're unfinished beers. He said they're supposed to be clarified in a finishing tank and all.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like flipping out. Like, he said, I'm getting out of here. But I guess there's nowhere to escape because everybody's doing it. So he had no hope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think you're right. It's along those lines for an unfinished beer.
It does taste that way. You brought the beer over, and I appreciate you bringing the beer. And it's very sugary sweet. You can't deny that. This thing is sugary. If y'all want a lot of sugar in your life, this could be one to try out. The body's not really heavy. The finish is kind of dry. I'm telling you though, I'm getting a cream of wheat like
Yeah,
body.
I am too. There's some kind of finish that's going on with this that's put in there to cream it out. Maybe wheat, oat, or like you said, cream of wheat.
Yeah.
That's just, I don't know.
Do I think the beer tastes bad? No.
No, I didn't say it tastes bad either. It's just,
But would I be posting stuff on Facebook 10 times a day, running behind it, talking about how awesome it is? Oh no, no way.
I would have to get a life. Yeah, it's almost like an unfinished beer.
Yeah, like they missed some steps. It's fine, I guess. It's sort of rudimentary.
Yeah.
I'm gonna score it. It's kind of good. I'm gonna say 81 out of 100. It's a B minus. It's sort of good, but wouldn't be paying all kind of money for this. I'm sorry, and I'm not against new styles, and I'm not against trying new things, but it's bland. It has weird creaminess. It's like cream of wheat. There's hardly any bitterness, and the flavor is not too exciting. It's just blah.
Yeah, it's very bland. I'm not getting a whole lot of hop in it. This is a double IPA.
Yeah. Doesn't even taste like it's 8.5.
Bitterness is like totally gone. There's nothing in there.
No, and it doesn't even seem like it's 8.5.
No, it's just alcohol. Yeah, I'm gonna give it 78.
Oh man! Wow. Hey, fatheads, Carlos.
Yeah. This is like a C plus. Hey man, back to the drawing board. Y'all do better. Your Radical Rye IPA is 10 times better than this.
Are you kidding? It's so much better.
Juicifer is a lot better than this.
I'm not a
And
big
you don't like Juicifer?
Not too much.
This is just, I mean, I'm tasting, like you said, and it's still on my palate, cream of wheat. It's just, hey, here's the cream of wheat. It's just sitting there.
Yeah, it's not too pleasant.
The fruitness is just kind of like mixed into cereal grains. You're gonna do better than this.
If this is what you want to drink when you drink beer, drink it.
Yeah, you guys need to do better than this. I know y'all are darlings of Hammond, and you get the governor's stamp. It's like we're the best. I get it. You did your thing, but jeez, come on, man. Your local competition does better than this.
Yeah, it has a cool looking can at least.
It is a cool looking can. It looks like something off a video game.
Right, so A+ for the can, B- for the beer.
C+ for the beer.
Yeah, so 78.
It doesn't even taste like a DAPA.
DIPA, no, it's, oh man, what a mess.
I don't know what this is.
So,
sorry guys, I cannot give it a like really favorable.
Okay, so
you
78.
get in middle of the road.
78 and 81. That brings us to like about an 80, 79, 80. That ain't too good for this, and it ain't no cheap product. Don't think it's cheap, because it ain't.
Is this better than natural ice?
For beer overall,
Mm-hmm.
it gets destroyed by natural ice.
It's like you eating like breakfast grain cereal.
Because natural ice is like clearly done properly, you know. People say, well, it's a light beer.
Natural ice?
Natural light and natural ice, it's a light beer and an ice beer. But they're properly done, like they're finished, they have good flavor,
To me,
they have interesting
natural
flavors.
light is one of the best bargain beers you can buy. Natural light. And I challenge all you Bud Ultra drinkers, side by side.
Michelob Ultra, you mean?
Mick Ultras, side by side.
Oh.
It's basically the same beer. The other one has like a little flavor.
Yeah, why are you paying more? So I could get a natural ice 30-pack for $20.49 at Walmart, and it's a way better beer than this. And people say, well, it's two different styles. We know that. We know the styles, but it's a more enjoyable product to drink. It's like literally has a better flavor. So think about that. And this is not the first craft beer we've done where it can't beat cheap beers.
Yeah. Can't compete.
This is not the first. There's been many.
I guarantee you put this out on national markets, it's not competing. It only sits in its own little like capsule.
Yeah, it's a little Louisiana fantasy.
We are Louisiana. We are this. We are that.
Well, we better not. All right. Anyway, so but that ain't. You know, there's a lot of like sort of like delusion going on around here in Louisiana. But anyway, so lazily. All right. So thanks for watching this video, and y'all go to Hammond and tour the Gnarly Barley Brewery, which we need to do because we've never been there. Thanks for watching this video production.
After this, I'm all walking this.